I never wanted to be that corner shop owner, like that uncle. Like everyone's like, you got to take the leap at some point in your life, and the side hustle becomes the main hustle. I had people traveling from Manchester, Birmingham, Ipswich, everywhere you could picture. They were coming to the shop because it went viral. So he got the key copy, and every night when we were going home, he was coming in with his boys and that, and they were doing scratch cards. I'll be honest, I know sweet shops closing down left, right, and centre. I get offered a sweet shop every other week. Mr. P's was always the foundation for me to be able to do whatever I wanted to do in the future.
Guys, and welcome back to the BlueTick show, the fastest growing show in the UK. Yeah, you heard it right, the fastest growing show. And I got a special guest today. He's a long-time friend. He's known me from when I was a little boy. Mr. P.
You've never been little, bro.
Mr. P of Mr. P's Corner Shop, and now the Belly Desserts. Welcome to the show, brother. How are you?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
All good, all good. Firstly, can we just state the time?
Yeah, I think it's like nearly 1 a.m, bro.
12:56 a.m. and we're here in the Belly Desserts filming an episode for the BlueTick show. So look, many of the people on the podcast probably already know who you are.
Hopefully,
you kind of blown up on social over the last few years from Mr. P's opened up. So let's throw it back to Mr. P's just quickly. So you had the first shop and then you changed it over?
Yeah, so this shop we're in now
was the first shop,
was the pop-up shop that we did.
I remember that.
Pop-up, so we started from home.
Yeah.
Then we done the pop-up shop about 8 months later. From the pop-up shop, we were meant to stay for around our initial idea was stay for 3 months. We ended up running the pop-up shop for 6 months. I ended up giving up my day job.
Wait, no.
All
I wanted to know was what shop it was.
Okay, so that was this shop. That was the pop-up started in this shop, then we moved next door.
We can jump into all of that in a minute.
Okay, let's go.
Talk to me. I want to hear a little bit about your childhood.
My childhood, yeah.
Who was Mr. P as a little kid?
A fat kid, bro. Fat kid that liked a lot. No, bro, basically, growing up, the family always had sweet shops.
Oh, really?
Yeah, always had sweet shops. That's always been around me. Come from like humble background, bro. Hardworking family. Just usual.
You know, everyone I've had on the show always goes, come from humble beginnings.
No, bro.
Now made it here, made it out the hood. Was it genuinely a humble beginning?
Bro, I'll be honest, when I say, okay, it was never the hood life.
Yeah.
We've done a few things that we shouldn't have in life, but yeah, it was never the hood life. My parents worked hard for what they have. I was brought up around Melling, so I was brought up in Woodford. I was brought up in Woodford, went to school in Chigwell, so, you know, 2 good areas. But at the same time, going to them schools, I never had what the kids in Chigwell had, for example.
Okay.
So my parents always worked their hardest. We came from a background that I'll never see my mum and dad till late in the evening. We don't make our way to school, make our way back from school ourselves. Do you get me? Make our own food and stuff. Obviously, mum would come home in the evening, make dinner for us.
So they're always working, obviously, yeah?
Yeah, they were working. So come summer holidays, I'm spending it at my aunt's house because my parents are working and stuff. If we go on holiday, one parent's coming, one's not because they always had their own businesses. So yeah, I've always come from that kind of background.
What were your parents? What businesses were they in?
So with mum and dad, they've had post offices, they've had shops, corner shops, they've off licenses, everything, bro. Everything along them lines they've had.
So you always had a corner shop,
bro,
yeah?
Basically, I'll tell you a story, mate. As soon as my mum had me, I was in a cash and carry. She was walking around in a cash and carry with me the same day.
And obviously, where your parents were always working, what was that like as just being a kid? Did you feel like you never get to see them enough, or was it just normal?
What? They made the best effort they could in it. Even if it was us going to the shop and spending time with them, that was a big part of our childhood. Like, we lived on top of a shop. Then we moved into a house in Woodford. So, yeah, we've been brought up in shops. Like, my mum will tell you stories about me hiding in the corner. Like, they've gone out and I'm hiding there with a box of sweets in my hand kind of thing, eating and stuff. Like, so that's the kind of background we had. It was never nothing like they weren't around us. We was always around them. They was always home with us. We was always at work with them. But it's not the same lifestyle that a lot of kids had as well. Like, we didn't have a childhood. It was just work.
But that's pretty much what your life is now,
That's it, bro. That's it. This is why it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm here now. I've been 15-hour day or something, bro. We're still moving.
And what any of the shops ever called Mr. P's Corner Shop?
No, we had, I think it was Rahul's General Store or something in South Woodford. Then I opened a shop, basically. We'll probably get into this deeper, but my first shop was called Mr. P's Watney News, and that was in Shadwell. In
Mr. P's
Watney News.
Okay.
It was in Watney Market in East London, so that was the first shop I got into, bro.
So, well, I can talk from where I know you from. So when I first met you was in Alibaba's. You walked in, wanting a trim every single week, had to look fresh, and that was when you were involved in property.
Yeah.
You was doing
So
estate agents.
we had a real estate agency in Westminster.
Okay.
It was called Westminster Estates. That was backed by a foreign investor. We were basically two of us were headhunted to set up that business together and run everything for him. So yeah, we went in deep end. Property is always what I wanted to do. Before that, I was working for Aldi supermarkets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a manager
What was
there,
that
bro. Yeah, it was hard, bro. It was hard. It was
So you went
shift
from
work,
Aldi supermarket to owning your own.
real estate thing. But at the same time, it was like the contract I was given from Aldi was a better pay
Really?
at the time because this was basic plus commission. But
And
then
it's not easy.
Then again, if I sold one property in London, I'm making more than I'm making Aldi kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that the thing with me, bro, is I don't like being capped with a salary. Like I don't like someone saying this is the most you can earn, like 32 grand, 40 grand. No, I want to go as high as I can, kind of thing. So that's why I went towards that way. It was always something I wanted to do: get into a suit, go into London. Bro, I did it for 6 months and I wanted to cry. Like, bro, it's a central line kill takes it out of you. But I'd done it for about 2 years. Obviously, when I was doing it, the market crashed. That's when I set up Mr. P's on the side because I needed the commission wasn't coming in.
What's going on, guys? If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you scroll down. We're now live on Spotify, so you can watch us while you're driving, listen to us while you're in the gym. Pretty much just listen to us anywhere. And make sure you give us a 5-star review on Spotify. Thank you. And where did the idea of Mr. P's, that we all know it as being the American sweet shop, having every single exclusive... Bro, there's some shit I've seen in there that I still can't... I've Googled it, and I'm sure you made that up because I've never seen it in my life.
I told you I was a fat kid, bro. I was a fat kid.
How does the dream of having... What would you call them? American candy stores? Is that what they're called?
Yeah. So basically, American confectionery store or candy store, whatever. But, bro, it came around from my upbringing. Like, the knowledge I had from a sweet shop and running that kind of shop, that bored me. Like, that was never what I wanted to do in the future. It was never like... I never wanted to be... that corner shop owner, like that uncle. Do you get what I'm saying? Basically. So I took it down a different route. I was like, look, first of all, my parents always done, the hours they did was like 6:30 in the morning till 7:30 at night because you got to do paper round, off license, whatever they did. I didn't want to do that, bro. Like, we work smart kind of thing. So I tried to spin in the game. When I done it, it was kind of to show the family that, look, there are other ways of making.
But how was the dream born? Because you don't just wake up and say, okay, I want to get all the American sweets into the UK.
So basically, I'll be honest, I had the idea in my head, just playing on my head for a while, like the American sweet game's big. Like, I want to get into it. Just the American market for sweets is massive. And then bearing in mind, especially around the people I was always around, everyone loves imported goods.
Because before you, I never heard of none of that stuff. Never
No,
seen it, never heard
I'll be honest,
of
I
it.
can't say I was the first to do it.
No, but you did put the American sweet shop or whatever they're called in your industry on the map. It might be like, I'm not here trying to gash you as my boy.
No, of course.
I'm being genuine. You've had every single famous rapper in here, and this is just a few pictures of them across the screen now. You've had everyone in there.
Bro,
There was points where I was looking at him thinking, has this guy got this brother in his shop?
Bro, in Collier Row as well, out of all places.
You're in the middle of the hood.
Yeah,
and you've got everyone turning up here.
It was just being the love for sweets, bro. It was a love for sweets, the love for obviously in England we changed the whole from when I was young. Our sweets had full sugar.
Yeah.
It was like we got the American nerds and stuff. Then we didn't see none of it. So it was always like there, but the taste of our UK stuff changed. Like I get annoyed when I drink a Dr Pepper that's UK now because it doesn't taste like it was when I was a kid because they've cut the sugar and it's just not the same, bro. Yeah.
You know the worst one, Fanta.
Yeah.
Fanta used to be so sweet. Now
it's not the same, bro. It's not the same.
Sparkling
That's why I'll be
orange
honest.
juice.
That's why I think the customs there for the American that like they want it because it's up to them if they want to cut back on the sugar or not. Sometimes it's a cheeky treat. And what it was for me, it was just finding a different market that I know, which was sweets, confectionery. I knew the confectionery game inside out. Like I know how to. You give me a new product, I know how to merchandise a thing just naturally, kind of thing. Yeah. So it was something that we just started from home. I kept saying to my missus like, I want to do something on the side. I want to do something on the side. One hustle.
And you started this while still working in London.
I had a mentality at that point, bro. I wanted 10 incomes in it.
Okay.
Whatever it was, I just went on seen too many Instagram pages saying you need 10 incomes, you need this to be successful. So that was one of my incomes at the time. Then obviously my main income, which was my salary-based job. I had a few other little things that I was doing at the time. And then Mr. P just took a turn, bro. So what happened was I got offered a pop-up shop. It was never my idea to have a shop. It was never, I didn't even want this, bro. I'll be honest with you. Like I never pictured it to go this far. So with, I got offered a shop by the landlord of the property. He was like, look, take it on a month-to-month basis.
Yeah.
It was October I got offered it. This was 2019, yeah. So before COVID, didn't have a clue about COVID. Yeah, bear this in mind. No one did, yeah. So I was like, okay, cool, let's do this. I was quite reluctant to do it. My missus was like, listen, you're doing well with your boxes. You're
And how were they doing online wise?
So I've stopped the online business. Bro.
No, when you was doing it
I was
online,
doing well.
was it doing really well? Yeah,
it was doing every day. I was finishing work from 8 to 11. I'm delivering, and I wasn't doing just one or two, bro.
Yeah.
I'll get 30, 40 deliveries a night, kind of thing. And it was a home-based business. We didn't know what was happening, kind of thing. Yeah, and it was from the moment I put my first upload on Instagram, had 100 followers, I got orders the same day. Like I didn't picture it to be like that. Do you see what I'm saying? So then my missus was like, look, it's Christmas. You've got a month-to-month basis here. Open the shop, see how it goes. Like, you can close it if you want. Plan to open it. Bro, I was running it from 8 p.m. till 10:30 in the evening after doing my day job.
Yeah.
And I had queues outside. For 2 hours,
I remember it all.
I'd make money, the same money people making all day. No one understood it. Then I thought, come February, so this was still before COVID, didn't know COVID was happening. It was like, I'm going to take the leap. Like, everyone's like, you got to take the leap at some point in your life, and the side hustle becomes the main hustle. Took the leap, gave him my resignation, basically took my partnership, whatever it was in the that investment out.
And just Mr. Peas was born.
Mr. Peas was born, bro, and I basically went full time with it, and then COVID came. And the first week of COVID, I was like, oh my God, what have I just done? Everyone's getting furloughed. Everyone's getting money for nothing right now to sit at home or whatever. Okay, it wasn't a good time for a lot of people. But in my head, I was thinking, I could have had that job, got furloughed for that, and been doing Mr. P's. But I was like, okay, look, just let's do what we can. Then it become one of those things, can we keep the shop open?
Was you allowed to stay open during COVID?
Yeah, it was food.
Okay, so you were still allowed?
The loophole.
You had
food.
A few bottles of milk in the back?
I didn't even need that, bro.
Oh, you were just allowed, yeah?
So we did have police in there one day. I went to court with this. Yeah.
This was a big thing.
Yeah. Basically, they shut me down for one day. This was, I think, the second or third lockdown that happened.
Yeah.
They came in. There's reports of you not being allowed to. You said you not being an essential shop. That's what I was told. I was like, okay, call the council. Like, because the council come in here, do a COVID check every other month, and give me a green slip or whatever it is, saying I'm allowed to be open. I gave them that form. They were like, they called the council office. Didn't get through to the office, obviously. They said to me, we can't waste our time standing here all day trying to call the council, so we're going to close you for the day.
And they fully shut you down for the day?
They shut me down for the day. So obviously I'm going home thinking, bruv, that's the day's taking's gone. Like, what's just happened kind of thing. Can I open tomorrow? They said to me, I didn't have bread or milk at the time. Yeah, this is the thing. I didn't have bread or milk at the time. I said to them, yeah, I sold out. So they were like, okay, by the time you get it tomorrow when your delivery comes, you can reopen. So I was like, that's just pointless, right? Yeah. I was like, all right, cool. You might get a fine, you might not. I was like, what do you mean? When it goes to the council, they might forward you a fine. The fine was £1,000. Right. Okay. Opened up the next day. I had the council come in a few weeks later. I said to them, look, what is going on? Do I need to have bread in that? They were like, no, it's the guideline. It's a guideline.
What's going on, guys? This video is being brought to you by Maurice Andrews Solicitors. As you're all aware, we've done a season 2 all about crime. If you watch that all and you're in any situation like that and need help getting out of this situation, reach out to Maurice Andrews Solicitors and see if there's something they can help you with.
Remember, there's a defense for every offense.
It's not a law, it's a guideline.
It's a guideline. It doesn't have to be followed. Your food shops are top of the list to be opened. Like, some people live on snacks.
Yeah, it's true.
So it is what it is. So COVID came in March and...
March the 14th COVID happened.
Bro, March, April, May, made Mr. P's in it.
Really?
I had an hour and a half wait to get into my shop.
That's because no one had jobs. Everyone was sitting at home.
People travelling from Manchester, Birmingham, Ipswich, everywhere you could picture, they were coming to the shop because it went viral. Yeah. And this was the pop-up, bro. This wasn't even a nice shop. This was...
That was when I come.
This was a shop we opened in 2 weeks, bro. My old man was painting it yellow and red. It was all garage shelving and boxes, bro. We didn't even do the floor or nothing. We didn't spend no money in that shop, like, because it was a pop-up. We didn't know if we were going to stay or not.
Yeah.
And then we opened Mr. P's. So then 3 months made Mr. P's. They made me pay for whatever I wanted to cover for to open Mr. P's. And obviously keep a bit and to open this kind of thing.
You made a lot more to cover for 3 months because I remember I used to come there and your shop was flying.
Yeah, bro. We don't.
You made good money. Them 3 months probably covered.
Bro, I'll be honest. COVID lasted a long time, and we obviously, don't get me wrong. A lot of people didn't have the benefits that we had from it. but we reaped through COVID because it just helped us, bro. Where there was nothing open, there was nothing to do. I had pub goers that were like, bro, I'm used to spending £100 on a weekend and I can't go to the pub now. Here's £100 to spend in a snack shop. What can I do? Sit there watching a movie. Like, literally, that's all everyone had to do. So, yeah, it was nice for us, bro. It's changed a lot now. Like, don't get me wrong, it's changed massively now.
And obviously for you, going from working for someone to being an entrepreneur, as much as you're going to sit here and tell me it's all been happy days, glory,
no, bro. I'll be real with you. You know how it is.
There's some hard times.
But every day's hard, bro. Every single day is hard, man. Bearing in mind, I left uni and just opened a business straight away. Then I sold that business. I took a big L in that business, bro. I had a robbery from like someone close to me. It, like, took a dirty L.
What happened?
I've mentioned it in the last podcast, but obviously I'll tell you as well. You know how we are, bro. You know me for a long time. I've got a big heart, yeah. I take people in quite closely, quite quickly, yeah. With him, he was family. He was like writing my dad cards, granddad.
So he was literally family.
Bro, he was with me every day, every single day. So when he comes from school, have you eaten? It could be a day where we haven't eaten. We've been there since 6 o'clock in the morning. It's now 5 o'clock in the evening. Have you eaten, bro? No, go get McDonald's or something. Here's a tenner. Yes. Like family like that.
He was like your little younger brother.
At my house on Christmas, bro.
Oh shit,
people don't know I have a sister. Most people don't know I have a sister, yeah? I've been to my sister's house probably 20 times in my life, yeah? He's been to my sister's yard twice or once or whatever in that time. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway.
How did you meet him? Was he...
that shop we had, I bought it off my parents. Like, they were selling it.
Yeah.
I wanted to get into something. I knew the figures. I was like, okay, I'm going to buy this, yeah? So that shop was in my family for like 15 years. So we knew his whole family growing up in that area.
So you lot were family, like, you know when you say someone on family friends?
When I say, he became close to me, but before that it was just, all right, we know your family, we've seen you grow up in the area, like, you're good people.
Okay. And what did he do? What happened?
So he got the key copy in, and every night when we were going home, he was coming in with his boys and that, and they were doing scratch cards, taking whatever. They're only at 16. So, bro, they only needed £40 a night or something like that. But for them
still enough money.
Bro, for them to do that, think how many scratch cards are winning and losing. I'm paying for the losing and winning tickets. Yeah. They need to go cash out somewhere else. I got an award from National Lottery saying you've become the best retailer for scratch cards in East London. And then me and my family are falling out because they're like, look, lottery machines saying that you've sold £5,000 worth of lottery in a week.
Where's the £5,000?
Where's the money? Like, you going out raving and just doing with the man.
Did you not check it?
Bro, it was an old school shop. Like, at the end of the day, when you go in the morning and if everything's okay,
you don't even think
you're not going to sit through 8 hours worth. No one's got time to do that, bro. And then basically he slipped up with something he left in my office that shouldn't have been there. Like, basically he left his a college application form that I'd given to him at the end of work outside my shop with the shutters down.
Yeah. And
the next morning I came in and it was in my office in the back. So I was like, how did that get there? I know I gave it to him after work. Then I was like, okay, put two and two together.
You actually did though, because most people wouldn't even think that. They'll just think, oh fucking hell, he probably brought it back in.
I was just like, no, this don't make sense.
But there was no doubt in your head before that.
There was no. Only thing my dad said to me once, he goes, Rahul, like, we had a really distinctive backdoor key. Yeah, my dad goes to me, I think I've seen it on his keys, and I was like, no, Dad, you're tripping. Like, you're old. You're tripping. Like, don't worry about it. No one's got our key. Like, no one's gonna do nothing to me.
Yeah.
Obviously thinking we're untouchable at that age kind of thing, yeah. Bro, I learned very quickly in it. So a 16-year-old boy, I've gone through my camera. As soon as it clicked in my head, I've gone through my cameras and I've seen him with his boys cleaning up black bags, bro, my blood. You know me for a long time. My blood was boiling.
But not even that. Forget about it. You must have just felt like
violated, bro.
Hurt,
yeah, I was. It was at the time. It was anger to start with.
Of course, but then you must look back at him. I like looked after you like my own.
Bro, the thing that burnt after was when I used to see him afterwards, walking past the shop, laughing, smiling and shit. It's like, bro, are you taking the piss out of me now? Yeah.
So how did you approach that situation when you found out?
When I found out, I called him in the morning. I was like, bro, you need to come to the shop. I got a delivery. I really need your help. Because I knew he wouldn't come if otherwise.
If you found out.
Came to the shop. It was in the back of the shop. Obviously, I've lost my marbles. I've closed the door, whatever. My dad's opened it. He's like, look, just remember you've got more to lose than this little shit.
Yeah.
And that played on my mind a lot. It was like, look, I was only, I think, 22, earning more than most people around me, had my own business. I was thinking, I've got a lot to lose right now. So just left it at that. I said to him, listen, you've got till the end of the day to get me 10 grand back. Obviously, I lost much more than that, bro. I'm not going to mention how much. but it was a big L for me and my family.
And
Bro.
obviously, that being your only business, that affects you massively. It's not even like that can close you down.
Yeah, bro, basically, I stopped myself from going bankrupt at the time, innit? I had bailiffs at my door every week. It was L after L after L that time. Mum and dad, me arguing all the time. We were just bickering over small things because we were working together. Nothing made sense. Nothing was adding up. And it got to a point where I said to mum and dad, if someone comes and offers me good money for the shop, I'm taking it. And that broke their heart because they've had that in there. But I was like, I'm done with this crap. We're all done with this crap now. Someone walked in and he kept bothering me for months to buy the shop. And I said to him, I just threw a dumb price out there, bro. And Mikey took it.
No way, you just took it.
He goes, bro, he said to me at the time, he goes, listen, I know on books your shop's worth this, but if you want this, I'll give you the book price and I'll give you the rest in cash or whatever at the time. Yeah?
Well, I'm not going to say no to that, are you?
I was getting married, bro. I was thinking, yo, this is perfect. Like, it pays for a lot right now. I've taken serious L's. I've got debts going left, right and centre. I've got shark loans, like money shark loans.
The thing
and
is, as well, for most people watching this, they probably just sitting there thinking, "Oh, you lost like 10, 15 grand. It is what it is." But no one understands when you got one business and someone is stealing from you, and if he's stealing as much as you're saying, of course, bro, that can ruin your marriage. It can ruin your family, your mum and dad's marriage. It can ruin everything. Can go from that.
I'm lucky that we stuck together. Like, it was on the verge of breaking. I'll be honest with you. Like, we were all broken down by it. It was lucky I found out what I found out at the right time. Otherwise, I reckon we would have all fallen apart because we were just blaming each other. Yeah. Because we didn't know what was going on.
Your dad's probably blaming you, saying, "Why didn't you check up on him?"
It's not even that. It's like, where's the money going? Where's the money going? That's all the question was. Like, the sales are there. Where's the money?
So let's just rewind back to the part where you told him he's got till the end of the day to raise £10,000.
Bro, obviously there was a few other kids involved as well. They had some status within the area through like councillors' sons and stuff like that. So between them people, I called all of them that was involved in. I said, look, there's the footage that I've got in front of me. You lot have got X amount of time to speak to your families and whatever. And I have to, Lottery basically turned my machine off. National Lottery turned my machine off because we explained to them what happened. And they said, look, to secure our business within yours, we need £10,000 deposit. Because they wanted 2 weeks' bills, which were £5,000 because of the... Yeah, of course. So I'm thinking, bro, my bills aren't even £5,000. Like, they're like 2 or 3. Like,
I only had 3 people ask for lottery.
Do you see what I mean? I'm thinking, how's this happening, bro? So the main thing was to get Lottery back up and running in the business. Bro, they come back with whatever cash they came back with apart from him.
No way.
Apart from him, bro.
He didn't bring it.
Didn't bring nothing, bro. His family was so clued up in whatever they were working with or whatever they were doing. They turned it on. My dad enjoyed the horses and shit like that next door. And next door to my shop was the bookies. Yeah. So they turned it around on the reason he gambles and took the scratch cards was addiction that my dad fed into him.
Fuck off.
And they knew he was 16. The police told me at the time it wasn't in the taxpayer's interest to take him to court. It became a civil matter. And I was thinking, fine, if it's a civil matter, I've just lost what I've lost. And I've not just lost 10, 15, bro, because I was borrowing left, right and centre, paying interest there. Bro, imagine he was giving me money, saying he's got it from his mum when I needed to pay a bill. Or say I was £1,000 short, I'd be like, bro, I need £1,000. I don't know what I'm going to do. He'd be like, I can ask my mum for you, but she might want
in reality, it's your own money.
Bro, he
was making interest on your money.
Bro, he was like, oh, but she might want £1,200 back. I was like, bro, just get it for me. That's fine, £200, I'll give it to you. But that was my money coming back to me and going back to him with an interest on top. So I lost like thousands of pounds, touching the 100, like loads of money, bro, when I got the offer for the shop, I took it. He paid whatever he paid for the shop, cut my losses there, saved myself from going bankrupt, had, bro, 6 years of bad credit, all of that crap. You get me? I had CCJs on my name. And it's Mr. P's that's turned all of that around for me, bro. Like, I had the lifestyle that people were thinking that I'm never going to get out of this, but you can get out of it, bro.
So talk to me about Mr. P's. So obviously, you started up Mr. P's, and now it's kind of settling. Do you know what I mean? The trend of it all is still, the hype's still there, don't get it twisted, but it's kind of like this now. It's high. I can, hand on my heart, say I believe you're top of the game when it comes down to the American candy store.
What's the best shop in Wakey? You get me?
But in the sense as you had every rapper turn up to your shop.
Yeah, bro. The thing is, I'll be honest, I'm not stupid when it comes to business. I know business peak and I know businesses drop. With the L's I've taken in previously, I've learnt business very quickly. It's always been in the family. It's always been in the family, bro. And I've seen, like, my dad's gone bankrupt twice in his life. So I've seen them drop down, climb back up and do all of that themselves. So when it comes to Mr. P's and like the steady roll, this is here now, bro. The belly's here for that. You see what I'm saying? The belly's the next thing to peak. And when this peaks, we'll keep going, bro. We'll keep opening new stuff and opening new trends and stuff and keeping with the times, bro. And just even with Mr. P's, like, where it's gone steady, every single month we still peak in something. Like, some video goes viral, something happens, some product comes in, like Prime. Bro, my account's been taken down after I get in Prime, like my Instagram.
How much are you selling Prime for?
I was selling it at £15 and the last batch was £10 a bottle.
That's not bad.
It's not, bro. It's not.
It's not bad at all.
But like them kind of products, Prime, now the pickle kits, all of that stuff, they keep the shop in the limelight because as soon as I get it in.
And how have you earned? Like, how have you got them connects with all the manufacturers and all that?
Bro, I'll be honest now. From the name we've built in the industry, bro, they now want to work with us. So we get approached by certain people. Yeah. Obviously, we're linked up with a lot of people in the industry now, and when products drop, we'll get it first, kind of thing. If there is a wait, it's only because something's happened at the shipment coming in, or it's customs or something like that. But that's the only reason people are waiting. Prime, bro, we were one of the first to touch it down.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. And bro, I sold it out in 10 minutes. Like the boys can vouch for it.
How many pallets did you have come in?
We had about 2 pallets coming over Prime.
And it's gone.
Bro, 10, 15 minutes.
Bro,
10, 15 minutes. Bro, I had someone, we were here working, like we were touching up the paint and stuff here. A black van pulled up at 1 a.m. in the morning. We're thinking, what the hell's going on? We've all jumped out. I was with a few of the boys. We jumped out thinking, what's happening? The guy's gone, oh, mate, you're selling Prime, right? I said, yeah. Like, it's tomorrow. I put a post out saying tomorrow. 12 p.m. we're selling Prime. He was like, yeah, I'm going to wait for it.
Sorry?
Yeah, 1 a.m. 1 a.m, bro. I was like, what do you mean you're going to wait for it? Like, it's 1 a.m, bro. I don't open till 12. He was like, yeah, bro, just knock on my window when you're open.
Fuck off.
Bro, I came back in here for half an hour. We were talking to the boys, felt bad. The boys were like, look, just go take 2 bottles out and sell it to him, bro. So, but the hype was real for it.
What, you only wanted 2 bottles?
Yeah, only for his kids, bro.
He come here, wanted to wait here, it's 11 hours, sleep in his van.
But even now, every day, I get 10 customers asking me for Prime.
Have you got Prime in stock at the minute? No Prime at all? When you get in the next load in?
Probably on the weekend, bro.
So, okay.
The thing is, I stopped after Christmas because for me, I thought, okay, there's no point getting it. Everyone's getting it. The corner shop, everyone's got it now. And for me, I want exclusive stuff. Like, it annoys me when it's available everywhere.
Yeah, no, I can imagine it because you have always prided yourself on having the stuff no one else can get.
That's it, bro. That's it. Like I said, I was a fat kid. I pride myself in my products, bro. You see what I mean? Even here, like some of the stuff, the products we've got here, you won't see it in another dessert shop.
So talk to us about this. The belly desserts. Okay. This started, and I didn't even know you was doing this. I remember coming into Mr. P's 2.0.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm opening a dessert shop.
Do you know what it was? I'll be honest. Mr. P's, I even mentioned this in the CEO Cast podcast. I was like, Mr. P's was always the foundation for me to be able to do whatever I wanted to do in the future. That gave me the investment on the money to be able to invest in this. This will give me the money to invest in whatever. Do you see what I mean? We never come from no rich background, no family to say, here's 100 grand, go live your dream kind of thing. Yeah, we believe in you. So now when it comes to the belly, it was just...
No, explain what the belly is.
Okay, so yeah,
don't know.
It's a dessert shop. It's obviously right next to Mr. P's. We spun some of the products with American bits. We've got stuff that you won't find in other dessert shops.
Yeah.
Even the dishes we've come out with.
So while you're talking, the menu is going to be on the side of the screen now anyway, so everyone can see what
the menu. It's never ending. It's never ending. We keep adding to the menu. This was a whole new industry to me. Bro, hospitality is not a joke. I admire you, bro. I admire you.
How has the journey been in hospitality? Because having a sweet shop
is crazy,
and having a place where stuff can go wrong. With sweets, it's not your product in the sense as you ain't.
Well, you price it, you put it on the shelf, you wait for it to
sell. And if it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Whereas here, you can have a fryer that stops working. You can have a donut that don't turn out right. You can have anything. Your stock might not turn up, and the customer wants chocolate sauce. You ain't got it. What has been like the worst shit that's happened?
The struggles we face daily here, and like in the long run, is probably staffing.
Yeah,
staffing. Like it's a job that no one sees as a career. it's a stepping stone. So till the next thing comes along, kind of thing. So that's our biggest problem that we face. Obviously, running two businesses, trying to be a businessman is very hard when you have to be stuck in one place all day long, kind of thing. Like, we've got dreams to live. We want to go to do this, do that, but we can't because...
Even if you want to go on a holiday, going on holiday must be so hard for you.
It's so hard, man. I'll be honest, I've not had a big holiday since I've started Mr. P, since 2019, bro.
Seriously?
I've not had a big holiday. I've probably gone Amsterdam for 3-4 days or some little break here and there with the missus, but nothing big, bro, because I can't get away.
But that's part...
Even when I've booked something, it's like I've got to cancel. Boys, I can't go. Like, last minute, I've got no staff. Like, if they can always call in sick. I can't. I've still got to open. I can't put the shutters down. You know it yourself, man. You know it yourself.
You can't. Someone's got to be here, and when it's your own place, you have to be the person to wake up and come in every morning.
Like, bro, we do 15 hours a day. And I get kids in here, kids at 16, 17, 18, whatever, and they're like, oh, this is 14, 13 hours. It's crazy. I'm thinking, how is it? What's wrong with you? You're like half my age. And you're finding it hard. What's going to happen in the future? But it's what we come up with. I'm sure you come from a hard-working background where this is all we know.
Yeah, even me, when I go on holiday for a week is my ideal holiday, man. After them 7 days, it's like, okay, this is all fun and games, but like, what's going on back home? I need to get back.
Like, even when we're away, we're on our cameras. Like, we're checking everything. Yeah, it becomes a lifestyle. It's not, but even, bro, I'll be honest, when I had the 9 to 5, I got bored of it.
But with a 9 to 5, you have no stress, believe it or not.
Yeah, but I got bored of it, bro. Like, I'd come home, I'm sitting there, I'm lazing around, watching TV. Yeah, it's nice, but in my head, I'm thinking, I'm not doing nothing productive. Yeah. I've got so many hours of the day where I'm not making money. Like, the motive is money.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Do you see what I mean? Like, if I want to do everything I want to do for my family or live the dreams that I want to live, bro, money's going to make that happen. I don't care about all this. Oh yeah, money doesn't bring happiness. Yes, it does, bro. It really does. Like,
whoever said money don't bring happiness weren't making enough money.
Bro, they're broke. Yeah. Or they ain't got it in them. Do you see what I mean? Like, for the dream, like, even if it comes to like stuff like leaving money for your future, like the future families and that's something we all want to do. Yeah. That's only going to be done if I work my hardest now. Do you get what I'm saying? Because we came with nothing. Like, my dad told me a story about how he came in with £17, bro. It's his most famous story. Do you see what I mean?
But you know, especially what you're saying, money don't bring happiness. I agree with money brings happiness. Anyone who says it doesn't is talking shit.
Bro, the thing is, like, any businessman will tell you, we're not working for money, we're working for financial freedom. Yeah. Financial freedom is having money to pay for whatever you want to pay for. Do you see what I mean? And living the dream you want to live. The only way to do that is having money. So,
but times are hard at the minute for everyone.
Yeah, very hard, bro. Very hard, bro. Now, I'll be honest, it's just survive. This year and next year is just surviving, bro.
Yeah, I think in the next 2 years we're going to see a lot of businesses close down.
100%.
And it's just whoever can cut back enough and just...
I'll be honest, I know sweet shops closing down left, right and centre. I get offered a sweet shop every other week.
Really?
Because what happened through COVID was where people were furloughed, they started seeing side hustles, what side hustle was doing well, whether it was cake baking, home food, or whatever it was. All right, cool. Let's jump on this.
And they all think it's easy as well. They all think it's easy.
Bro, they jumped on it, opened their shops, they're closed now. Because nothing beats passion, bro. We don't do this. Yeah, money's a big motive, like I've said before, but we do it for passion as well, bro.
You know, look, it's Mr. P's. On my phone, you're saved as Mr. P.
Yeah. That's, bro, no one knows my real name now. Like, really? If I hear my name, I find it weird. It's like, what did you say? Why are you calling me by my government name? Call me P. Do you see what
seriously?
I mean? Yeah, bro,
everyone knows you as P now?
Everyone calls me P now. Some people find it weird saying Mr. P, so just call me P then. It's just easier.
No, I'll always call you by your real name, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't going to start calling you Mr. P after this podcast.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
I'll introduce you as Mr. P, but once this camera turns off, you're back to your name. Don't worry about that. Was the belly dessert ever like a dream of yours?
Food was.
Yeah.
So food's been a massive thing for me. I've always had a dream of opening a Melon style restaurant, but Indian, like Indian orientated food, like that. But I'm nowhere near that right now. That's something I want to do with a shisha lounge, something deep in Essex, something big, like massive kind of thing. So with this place here, we tried a few things. We wanted a burger shop, like burgers, wings. That was like the trend.
I remember
at the time.
That's what you told me originally.
But the figures weren't making sense to us at the time. The investment was too heavy for us. So we decided to do something, a dessert shop. It went hand in hand with Mr. P's. Yeah. And it was our step into the hospitality industry. And now, bro, we're not even a year on, but give me a dessert shop anywhere and we'll conquer it, innit? Like, I know a dessert shop inside out now. I didn't know nothing about this. Like, bro, I didn't know how to make a waffle. I don't cook. I don't make nothing at home. Food's never been my passion. It's the whole hosting and events and stuff like that I've always had an interest in, kind of thing. And food for me is always a market that I think will always make money. It never dies. I've seen loads of businesses die. The only thing that was allowed to be open through COVID was food. Like, you can't.
Takeaways, yeah.
You see what I mean? You can't. It's
And
something.
where did the name come from?
My missus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's quite clever sometimes, bro, with the names and
She's
stuff.
quite clever
Yeah,
sometimes.
with the names, I don't know how she does it. I thought it'd be me. But we were sitting there, a few of the boys and stuff, my business partners, thinking of names, and she said the belly, and it just stuck with us all. And then we pictured a logo, we imagined everything from that point onwards, and yeah, it just clicked, bro. And when it comes to branding, like, I pride myself in our branding, kind of thing.
You've always done well with everything. To be fair, when it comes down to Mr. P's, the belly desserts, I come to the launch of both.
Have you ever seen a launch for a dessert shop the way we did it? Tell me.
Have you got videos of that?
Yeah.
Make sure you send me
I will do.
Because that was, bro, it was a party. It was genuinely.
Bro, we've shut down Collier Road 3-4 times ourselves with opening of the shops, plus the queues, and what we've done a lot of random events that we've never thought would be as big as they've turned out to be, and every time it's touched us, kind of thing. Even till this day, even like we done a Valentine's event on the weekend.
Yeah.
And we were just like, bro, where's all these people coming? It was so nice seeing it being busy, seeing people come down, make an effort to be here, kind of thing. So that's where the hosting and events kind of, like, the love for that kind of comes into it.
So right now you got Mr. P's Corner Shop,
Yep.
which is next door.
Yep.
You got the Belly Desserts, which is smashing it 1 year in.
Mm.
What's next?
There's a few
I know there's a
things.
few things you can't touch on right now.
There's a few things, yeah. There's a few things I can't
Tell us
touch.
what you can tell us.
So the plan is, bro, obviously keep going with this. I want to get a few more of the belly open.
You want to like franchise them out?
Eventually, I want 5 of our own before we even think of a franchise plan. But I want to move the business model more up north.
Yeah.
Hit a few towns up north and stuff, and just keep growing within this industry. But as I said, the staffing thing, it doesn't make it easy at all. So I'm thinking about all this. I do want to, but we need a good team.
I do know how to fix your staffing issue, but we'll talk about that off camera.
Yeah, you gave me a few pointers before. But yeah, no, obviously it's just creating a good enough team here. We've got our feet in the ground. We know what we're doing. We know what we expect from our staff. We've had a few hiccups along the way, but we've ironed them out. Moving forward, we just want to keep our confidence in this industry and keep building like bigger and better things now. Like, even this dessert shop, it's not your usual dessert shop, bro.
No, it's not. It's a vibe, isn't it?
It's a vibe. That's what we're about. It's creating a vibe in everything we do. Even Mr. P's, it's never been a sweet shop. Like, it's been a family vibe. Like, come in, you're gonna have. Bro, I've had customers stand there for an hour talking to me. Just
Yeah, that's why, you know, whenever I used to come to your shop, yeah, I only come a few times because genuinely it would take out half my day. Because when I'm coming there, it's like you walk in and everyone shows you love. Even if they don't know you, if you show me love, everyone will show me love.
That's it. And then on top of that, you'll see a few people you might recognize or you might not seen in a long time, because it's just one of those places now. Like, I'm trying to get this brand as Essex's Sweet Street as well. So we are working on a few things. Just going with the trend, bro. As I said, the aim is by the time I'm 40, get the right people around me and jump deep in a deep restaurant, like one of the sickest restaurants. I'm going to be coming to you. You might have to be one of my investors.
Honestly, in the nicest way possible, if you open a restaurant, keep me as far away from it as possible. Restaurant trade is not what everyone thinks it is.
Do you know what it is? A lot of people see the smiling, like us smiling, having a good time, living the dream that they think we're living, but they don't see nothing that goes behind closed doors and how much we have to do.
You can sit on here and say, it's so hard to open a business, it's so this, it's so that, but people just see the end result. People see your shop's open, you're doing well. Every single day, I can guarantee you, even if it's down to the mop not having bleach in it or you not having change in the till.
Bro, you're not no lavish boss. Let's put it this way: we're the cleaner, the accountant, the maid, the cook, we're everything.
If the toilet's blocked and there's no staff here, who's doing it? You got to do it.
I'll tell you a story, bro. That toilet's been blocked. You know how many times we've had to put a glove on and put your hand down it to sort it out, and you're thinking, is this what the life
I didn't sign up for
I
this.
wouldn't even do this at home, bruv. Like, I have to do it here because no one else is gonna do it. So, yeah, exactly. I didn't sign up for this shit, but I love it at the same time. No day's the same. Like, I like being out of my comfort zone, and this does this for me every single day.
Serious?
Every single day I'm out of my comfort zone.
Where do you prefer, honestly? Mr. P's or here?
Bro, I like this.
Really? This is your vibe?
I'll be honest. I love Mr. P's.
That's your baby.
Mr. P's is my baby, bro. But do you know what it is? It's this needs more attention. So I have to we have to
It's a
be
bit
here
more of a challenge.
to get it to where we expect it to go to. It needed a lot more attention than Mr. P's did. Mr. P's is get the stock in, open it up.
Yeah.
That's it. We're cooking, we're making sure the menu's different, the prices are right. Like prices, as well in the market right now, everything's going up and down. Do you get me? It doesn't make sense. And then one day you're thinking, bro, why have I not made no money? Like, oh yeah, okay, everything's gone up, but our prices didn't go up. Do you see what I mean? So it's just now, this is where my attention is right now. I think, as you've said, Mr. P's is quite steady now. Mr. P's has made, as a brand, is known everywhere I go. Bro, I walked into to see a rapper recently, right? To a
Says it so casually, like, just
I
walking to see a rapper.
It was a studio. He was at a studio, and they called me down for the snacks.
Yeah.
When I walked in, this is bearing in mind my Instagram's been taken down.
Instagram's still down?
My Instagram's banned, bro. It's been banned since November.
Why? I never knew this.
So it was a community. We violated the community guidelines, bro. We've been doing the same thing for the last 4 years, posting pictures of sweets, whatever.
What did you do wrong?
I think it was reported because of the Prime. I don't know what it is, bro. I've had no emails. It's just a headache right now. But we're
Prime. What did you post?
No, just haters could have reported it. Whatever. It could have been something minor, but we're working on getting it back. So when that happened, obviously that is
you massively.
that's a kick in the balls. Like I was so proud of my Instagram. I had 44,000 followers. I was proud to say it was an organic following, like built from scratch. Like it was something to be proud of, right? But when I walked in to see this rapper recently, obviously I went and done it. I was thinking, bro, I can't even promo it. Where am I going to post this? But let's go do it anyway. When I walked in, a few of the guys that were around him, they saw my logo on my bag and like, Mr. P's, the sweet guy, yo, we know your thing. They were like, we know this. And that made me feel so good because I was thinking everything I've been doing has reached where it's needed to go. Like Mr. P's has got my brand and me known as a business, whatever we do. The next thing now is just keep building on the next brand, letting people know that we can bring whatever business we bring you is going to be the best of the best kind of thing.
You gonna open up any more Mr. P stores?
No, bro.
No, that's it.
The dream.
Flagship, that's it.
The dream would be have one shop in America.
Yeah.
Doing English stuff.
Okay.
Like, do you know, you got your jarred sweets, and then in Dubai doing both of them.
Okay.
That would be the dream. That's something I've got in my head. That's nothing I've really jumped deep into to have a look at that, but
when the time is right.
Right, then yeah,
if
we'll
the
talk.
opportunity
Yeah,
arises,
that's it. Then we'll just look into it and see what the best thing to do is then. But the aim is, as I said, restaurants, dessert bars.
For the minute, you're just basically building and growing, getting these next 2 years out of the way.
That's it, bro. I'll be honest. The last 10 years, I've been working towards something that's paying off now. I'm on the verge of buying my mum and dad's property off them so they can retire.
Okay.
That's been a goal for me bro. Everything I've done for the last 10 years to hit this goal, innit? I had a deadline to do it. My deadline was 2023.
Yeah.
I got told this when I was about.
But we all take a year out because of COVID.
No, bro, there was no. This is a bit techie when it comes to it, but the deadline was set from when I was about 20 years old. That by 2023, I want to own my parents' house and make sure they can semi-retire, take it a bit easy in life. I thought I'd do it way earlier. I thought I'd be 30, 4, 5 properties in, whatever. But here we are. 10 years on now, I'm at the point where Mr. P's has given me Mr. P's, the belly, and everything I've done up until now has given me
the opportunity.
The opportunity to.
You didn't think 3 years ago now, Mr. P. When was Mr. P's born?
2019.
So 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have thought 4 years ago that a little thing you was doing from home. Do you know what I mean? No, something that you were just boxing up, making boxes is now
all I knew
in a position
is
to buy your mum's house.
All I knew is that I had to work my hardest with whatever I did, even if it meant having 3 jobs. I'd have 3 jobs, bro. If I had to sleep 2 hours a night, I'd sleep 2 hours a night if I had to get what I needed to get done. But we've got there now. Mr. P's was a big help towards it. Even still, with the 6 years of bad credit, the 6 years of CCJs, bro, I couldn't apply for nothing. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. You've got these goals. You've got money in the account. You're doing well and stuff, but you can't go get nothing.
But you can't even get a phone contract out when you got CCJ.
That's it. So, bro, we had to start from the bottom. Okay, go get 1 phone contract. Go get one of them high lending credit cards, £200 limit. Build it up from there. Get better credit. It took me 6 years to get out of the mess I was in. CCJ stay on your name for 6 years. Yeah. After now, it's got to a point where everything's good. Bro, I even till this day, if you ask anyone, I can go get a new upgrade on my phone, and I'm sitting there shaking.
Seriously,
thinking, it's not gonna go through, bro. My credit, you get me, they might not accept it. and I'm sitting, and everything gets accepted now. Like, it's gone the right way. I've got out of the mess that I was in, and my biggest fear and the biggest thing I work towards is not getting back into that hole.
But you must not trust no one.
I don't trust no one, bro.
Like, you
I don't
must
trust
not
no
trust
one, bro.
no one.
Like, my parents will tell you this. I don't trust no one, bro. Like, not even myself at times. You get what I'm saying? It's that deep. Like, after that robbery as well, I learnt very quickly, you just can't trust anyone. Like, when it comes to business, when it comes to your money, every penny's counted for. Everything needs to go right. If it's not, then it doesn't make sense.
My dad used to say to me, sometimes when I was in the barbershop and there was more money in the till, I used to phone him up and be like, oh yeah, there's like £5 extra. And he'll be like, why? And in my head I'm thinking, what are you worrying for?
Yeah.
It's extra.
Yeah, no.
And he goes, son, one thing I want you to learn, if there's more money in the till, someone's stealing from you.
Exactly
if
that,
there's
bro.
less money in the till,
Exactly that.
someone's stealing from you. And I was like, how's that even possible? He goes, well, how's there more money in the till? He goes, someone's obviously put the wrong amount in, put more money in the till, and they've pocketed the rest.
Well, do you know what? Your game and my game is very similar. It's small money.
And you got to trust people with your till as well.
That's it, bro. £10. Say someone takes £10 out your pocket, out of the till. That's a big loss for you. You got to cut another 5 heads or whatever to make that profit back. Do you see what I mean? Someone takes £10 out of my till. I've got to sell 30 Snicker bars or whatever to get that tenner back. Do you see what I mean? But we learn very quickly how to save, like, keep the pennies there to make the pounds as well. Do you see what I mean? Like, no matter what anyone says to me, people come in, especially because of Raheem's podcast, especially. Everyone thinks I've turned into an overnight millionaire, right? So I get people thinking, oh, you've gone clear. Bro, I work 15 hours a day. Who the hell's gone clear? For me,
You're always here.
Bro, for me going clear, I'll be sitting on a beach somewhere making calls and making money. That's it. I don't do that. I'm not gone clear. We're still working hard. We're still going to be working hard because that's all we know.
And it's only just begun for you.
Yeah, it's
like,
just
realistically,
begun, bro. It's just begun.
This is nothing compared to where you want to be.
Bro, the plan is, if people think I've reached my peak, they've got a lot coming their way, innit? Like, this is just the start. Like, with everything I've done before, up until this point, I've learnt that I don't want to work for anyone else. So I need to enjoy working for myself, and every hour I put into it, I need to enjoy that because it's for myself.
And it's not even working anymore at this rate. At this rate, you're building your...
It's not, bro. It's like you as well, bro. You go to work, you enjoy it.
Yeah, all right.
When bro, you do. You don't tell me you don't, bro. I see you all there with your shirts and your trousers. You
honestly,
get me?
Yeah. But let's not even talk about me, honestly.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it becomes something that when you're not there, you're like, what's going on at work? Like, my family's always telling me you're never home no more. It's because I live down the road, but I'd rather be at work.
You've got no choice anymore. That's the problem. You don't have
I'd
a choice.
rather know what's going on here. I'd rather know if it's a bad day or a good day so I can plan for the next day. Do you see what I'm saying?
And if it's a bad day, you want to know why. You want to know, how can I fix that to make tomorrow better?
It's true, bro. It's, as I said, though, it's not easy. Hospitality is not for everyone. I don't think business is for everyone as well. A lot of people think, yeah, business is for me. I wanna live the dream. I wanna do this. And like someone said to me the other day, someone come in the shop and was like, bro, can you help me out? I'm planning to open a shop. I was like, okay.
What shop?
Sweet shop. Away from my area. I didn't really care. Yeah. Can you talk to me about wholesalers and that? Obviously, we import our stuff directly. We've got direct links. It works out a lot more for someone that's opening one shop to do what we've done, kind of thing. So I just said to him, look, here's a local cash and carry. They might be able to help him. Yeah. He goes to me, yeah, bro, the plan is that I open my own business. I could take it easy, you know, and just chill out a bit and just make good money. And in my head, I'm thinking, bro, is that what you think? You're not gonna. You got the wrong mentality, bro. Like, if that's what you think business is about,
forget about it.
It's really not, innit? It's really not. It's a lifestyle. It becomes a lifestyle.
Owning your own business is harder than working for someone.
Yeah,
working
100%.
for someone, when you finish at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, whenever your shift's over, that's it. Your stress is done.
So this is the thing, bro. I'll be honest. When I worked for other people, I was always one of those guys that done more than I had to.
Yeah.
Even for Audi, and it was like, why am I doing? If I can do this for someone else, why can I not do it for myself? And then that's why now you can give me a 20-hour day. I'll work it. I'll do what I need to do because I know that it's for myself. It's for my future, for my family's future. Like, we're building towards something. It's not just for the short-term goal.
You're not
kind
doing
of
it
thing.
for someone else.
And it's not for the short-term goal, bro. Even like Mr. P's, I could have taken it easy after Mr. P's, but that's not the end of it. Like, I want more businesses. I want to say that, okay, the dream is obviously seeing my family do what they did from a young age is to have multiple businesses and be the businessman, innit?
Get to your 10 sources of income,
I just want to be, the businessman of the time. Do you see what I mean? Like, that's the goal for me. Like, I just want to be successful in business because that's my forte. That's something I've always understood. Even through school, I excelled in business. I went and did a whole different degree to business because business came naturally.
Yeah.
It was like, why are you
didn't
going
need
to
to,
teach
yeah.
me what I've been brought up in a corner shop, bro. I know maths, I know how to sell, I know how to market, I know how to merchant, I know how to do everything when it comes to business. But so when I did my degree, it was a backup. It was
What
just
was your degree in?
I did civil engineering.
Oh, really?
Yeah, surprisingly, yeah. I get that reaction a lot. Like, really?
Really?
I did civil engineering in Coventry. Left uni and it wasn't nothing. I was not interested in engineering at all. I went even at uni. It was
Not for you.
not for me. But I was there to make money more than anything. The addiction was money. The addiction was I need to work and I just want money because I want to look good. I want to do this. I want to do that. And as I said, I was brought up in Woodford.
Yeah.
You're seeing
Lambos, Ferraris, fly
Bentley.
past you.
My best mates are getting dropped to school in Bentleys and that. And my mum and dad are coming in a Lexus, something nice,
Yeah.
but it's not theirs. It's a company car.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So it was one of those things where, all right, cool. I've seen what the potential of all of this is. I want to get there. And the only way to get there is by having multiple businesses, having multiple incomes, and just making something for my future family or whatever to settle with, bro. That's it.
Well, I think you've done it. You've
Not
done
yet.
it in the sense as no. But if you wanted to live a comfortable life, just an average life where you was making X amount a month, you could. You got 2 businesses now that pay your bills.
100%.
Don't get it twisted. This year's a bit shit for all of us.
Yeah, bro. But like I said, I'll be honest, the businesses keep me very comfortable.
And with Mr. P's, one thing you always need to remember, it's a brand now. You're not just a busy corner shop. Mr. P's, everyone in the man knows it. Everyone knows it.
We've done more things than most sweet shops where you think. We've sponsored the Wicked and Bad Bouncer and Arms fight. We've done.
What was that like for you as a company?
Financially? It was a small investment for me because we had the right links within their
Circle.
their circle. So it was not as big of an investment as some of the people were gonna have to chuck in, but we got a lot out of what we put in, kind of thing, because my logos were everywhere. It was a very touching moment. It was like, wow, like, bro, where I've come from and stuff. This still, like, even till this day, I get surprised by certain stuff. If I see kids and that coming up, can I get a picture with you? I'm thinking, why? Why do you want a picture with me? And then I'm thinking, all right, yeah, obviously I'm nice about it and everything, but in my head I'm thinking, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Even my mates, they're like, look, you do realise you're really well known. Like, I'm not saying like celebrity or nothing, but like you're really well known for what you've done. In my head I'm thinking, yeah, but it's just, I've been working, bro. That's all I've been doing. Like, I've been putting some pictures up on Instagram. It's gone well. Like, but with the fight, it was a surreal moment for me. Like, looking around and thinking, wow, like we're here. Another like mad moment for me was Unilad called us, done a viral video of us. They took random videos from my Instagram, my TikTok. They made loads, like a whole
collage kind of thing.
Yeah, towards us and put us down as voted the best sweet shop in London.
You ain't gonna say
I was
no
thinking,
to that, are you?
wow, like that's massive. Then last
Unilad
year,
are massive as well.
bro, it was a massive thing. I was thinking, this is unreal. Then we had last year we won Havering's Best Business Award.
Yeah, I saw that.
I took home the best newcomer award and the best business. So that was the best business was the main award that everyone there that was voted for could have won. That was the best award. And when they called me out, it was like, what? Like, why? How's this happening? So them kind of moments, I'll be honest, they're surreal to me till this day. But I embrace them. I love them, bro. I'm there now. Like, I'm a bit more confident as well.
You can turn around and say, you know what I've done has paid off. Like,
bro,
wicked.
see
People
what it
are
was.
realising it. Even
through school, I was quite a confident kid. Like, even through uni, confident. And when I left uni and I had this robbery and I had all of this working for someone else, it took a lot away from me in that sense, because I didn't feel myself. I didn't feel like, obviously you're working for someone else, you're listening to something that someone else is telling you, you're not used to that. Yeah. You've taken a big L, and then with that robbery, it was like, I couldn't do nothing about it. He was a 16-year-old boy, and that itched me a lot. Like, it took me years, nightmares. Like,
have you seen him since?
No, bro. If I see him, like, I don't want to see him. Just put it that way, yeah. But I couldn't even talk about this, Mikey. At one point, like, it's only since Raheem's podcast I could actually talk about the story. Till Mr. P's come, to be fair, because that Mr. P showed me that, okay, you've hit rock bottom, but you've managed to build yourself back up, kind of thing, yeah. That's what gave me the confidence to be able to talk about it. Otherwise, bro, I'd shiver. My blood would boil at just the thought of the whole situation. Like, I couldn't talk about it.
Even now, don't get it twisted. I'm looking at you now.
Yeah,
yeah?
it still frustrates
and you're
me.
burning.
It
even
still
talking
frustrates me.
about
Do you know
right
what it was?
now,
It was the thing of, not being able to do nothing, letting it go, whatever, and being the bigger person. Like, we're not used to that.
And especially at your age, 22. Like when
Bro,
it happened,
I could have flipped the script, bro. Like, do you see what I'm saying? I was young.
But you, like your dad said to you, you got too much to lose.
That's it. Now it's come to a point where I'm just doing what I need to do for my businesses, for my family. I don't really care about anything else. I'm older now. I've got more confidence back in me. Like, even meeting all these celebrities, working with everyone that I've worked with. Bro, I can walk into any room now and have a conversation with anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I've met the biggest of the biggest now. Everyone knows who we are. And it's gone the right way for us. Like, and that's like, even with Instagram going, like, TikTok's there. So, do you see what I mean? Like, we're still going to keep pushing. We're still going to keep trying to be in the limelight and just keep doing what we're doing, man.
And one thing I will always revert back to is you've turned a corner shop into a brand. Like, it's a well-known brand now. People know your name. Like, bro, when I come to your launch, you had a big jacket with your face on the back of it.
Yeah, bro, do you know who did that as well? That was a known artist, Dodds. He's done things for gigs and stuff like that.
Like, and I'm looking at you thinking, rah, this guy, like, used to come in the barbershop just normal. Like, I'm not saying you're not normal.
I know what you mean.
Like, you used to come in just like, oh, yeah, finish the day of work. Long, didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, building there, trying to get it. I remember you used to tell me, oh, I'm trying to sell this. You had one flat in Mayfair, was it?
Yeah.
The penthouse.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me it. And if you were going to sell it, you were going to make X amount of money.
Yeah, no, I'd not be laughing for 2 years, 3 years,
you was
bro.
gassed to sell that. And
never sold it.
No, I know. And then now you got a business here that is Mr. P's Corner Shop. It's literally one of the most well-respected shops in.
So the thing with when I went and done the London job, bro, like I said to you, I got in a suit. It was what I thought
you wanted to do.
Yeah, but when I did it, it was like no. Go back to what you know. You will make more money doing what you know than what you think you want to do, kind of thing. And the suits and that lifestyle will come later. Like, bro, I'm happy wearing what I'm wearing. If you put me in a suit now, it irritates me. But back then, I was getting 3-piece suit, walking around like, I love this. But it's different. Like, when it comes to this, it's totally different, man.
Well, look, at the end of the day, what I will say is you've done it. You've smashed this so far. And obviously, there's so much more to come.
Thing is, but before our shops weren't on social media. They were like, we've created a platform for, like, bro, now I see Londis here, cost cutter here. I'm thinking, all right, cool. I like the fact that we've created a platform, or we've created an opportunity for now shops and corner shops and them kind of shops to be in the limelight. Bro, you've got shops, got bars, you've got people doing stuff in shops, you've got like podcasts, not even just podcasts, I mean like YouTube shows and stuff, all set in corner shops and that now.
That's true. Do
you see what I mean? So it's nice to see that happen, man. It's nice to see a movement in that kind of way, and then even now, so
obviously you've lost your Instagram account. We're hoping to get that back.
Yeah, we will.
TikTok's obviously flying for you at the minute. Is there any other plans for YouTube maybe?
Yeah, so this is the thing with the whole business plan. The way, like, you asked what I want to do in the future and stuff like that, the goal is to also have like a social presence, a show, or something like that. Go down the YouTube way. That will be a form of one of my incomes, kind of thing. Do you see what I mean? So that is on like the plans.
You want to start collecting some YouTube money as well, yeah?
Yeah, bro. It looks nice, boys. It looks nice. You see what I'm saying? No, but that's the plan. It's just one way of, like, it's revenue, bro. We've done really well with the socials. Why not?
Yeah, and social media is the way forward.
Why not? And it's like, I've said this before, we're one of the most powerful generation. We know how to work hard, and we know how to take advantage of social media, technology and everything like that. So why not embrace both, make money from both sides? That's the plan. So maybe a YouTube channel.
So with YouTube, look, I know it's hard setting it all up.
Yeah.
What's your plans? How are you going to get involved in all that?
I've got a mastermind behind the game, bro.
You got a mastermind behind the game?
With a big investment. No, joking. So Raheem, CEO Cost.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's done what he's done with YouTube. He's excelled at it as well. I'm going to sit down with him. He's been telling me for a while now. He has been telling me I needed it for a while. We just not got there. We've always been at work.
Well, listen, I always give Raheem credit for what he's done. And even when it comes down to the BlueTick show, without Raheem, the show wouldn't be here. Like, genuinely, I can hand on my heart say that. And he knows it as well, because I tell him every fucking day. He tells me to shut up.
You know what it is, bro? Within, like, even just us three, we've all known each other for a long time. And I think our lives have all changed around the same time as well. Like, we've all done, like, even Raheem, like, his life, I see him in Dubai every other month. Like, he's living a dream.
Yeah, he's living better than both of us.
But he's working as hard as, like, he's working hard. Like, no one thinks it, but we know how hard he works. You see what I mean? He's
every Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. Just once a week. But you see what I'm saying? He's done really well. He's an example to see so many people. till this day, I see people coming into my shop. Oh yeah, Raheem's done really well. He's done really like podcasts, everything like that. He's an inspiration to a lot of people as well, man. So
he's done well.
hopefully with his help, I've just said a few nice words about him, buttered him up in the right places, hopefully, and hopefully he's gonna help me out, bro.
Raheem's 10 out of 10 at what he does. He's built my show into what it is,
Yeah.
and hopefully he can do the same with yours.
Yeah, 100%, bro, 100%. I'll be honest, we're not going down a podcast kind of route.
No, but you want your own show.
It's just something we want to do with corner shops, like me being a character. Like people know who I am now, they know the face. It's just me going down a different avenue now.
So at the moment, you got Mr. P's, and you
Yep.
sell all the exclusive sweets. You must have, what's like the recent hype, the recent sweets that's going viral at the minute? What's going on?
Cold candy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cold candy's done really well.
Okay,
I
okay.
I get people asking me every day for cold candy. We sold cold candy out within, I think, 2 weeks.
That's DMO's thing, huh?
DMO's thing, yeah. They,
Yeah.
Bro, they've done really well as well with what they've done. Prime's a big thing.
Look, I got a question to ask you on Prime, yeah? You see other corner shops like Wakey Wines,
I knew this was coming. Let's go.
and he's selling it for £100 a pop. Does that piss you off?
I know the reality behind it, so it doesn't piss me off.
Yeah.
But what does piss me off
Okay.
is obviously doing what I'm doing. As I said before, like some corner shops wouldn't even think about having a social presence till we came along.
Yeah.
And then when I'm scrolling through my TikTok, everything's, what's the best shop in Wakey? What's the best shop in Wakey? And bro, I rate him for what he's done. I'd like, well done, hats off to him for taking his like social media presence to a next level.
Yeah.
Like he's done what he's done with it. Like I've heard mad figures on his appearances and stuff like that. But yeah, it just winds me up that now even when I'm on TikTok, it might not even be him. It's someone else going, what's the best shopping? Do you see everything's just already...
I can't lie, this is sounding a little bit like you got to set up a little YouTube boxing match or something here.
So, bro, between us, this is probably the first time I've actually spoken about it.
This is definitely going to be between us, by the way.
Yeah,
but
okay, yeah, I know
Go
that.
on.
I know that now. But yeah, so there have been talks of a potential future fight with Bossmans or
So what, it's going to be Battle of the Bossmans, yeah?
potentially, bro.
And
Potentially.
You reckon you're going to take that title?
Bro, ain't no one's a better boss man than me. I'm your favourite boss
Well,
man.
listen,
You already know
listen,
this.
You're my favourite, but at the end of the day, we're there to see who wins, innit?
No, bro. No, I'll be honest. No, it's like I said to you, nothing beats passion, bro. And it's been a while. It's been a while since
You're
we.
ready. You gotta
Yeah,
take out
we're
all the
ready,
anger
bro.
from that
We're ready.
16-year-old
That's what I'm
back in
saying,
the
bro.
day.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, bro. If it comes my way, I'm taking it. Innit? If it
Yeah,
comes my way, I'm
100%.
taking it. We don't say no to money, bro. And there will be money on the line for that. You know it.
Nah, that's going to be big dough as well. People are going to pay. Listen, he's selling Prime at £100 a pop. He's got money.
I've just got to convince my mum and dad that I'm not going to get hurt and all of that crap that they're going to give me. And my missus, obviously I've planted the seed somewhere, but no one's happy about it. But if it ever come my way,
It's for business.
if the money's right, I'm taking it, bro. I'll fight anyone for money. Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's money, bro.
Yeah. That's what it is. Money talks.
That's it, bro. And the thing is, don't think I'm sitting here money hungry. It's what that money can do for me in other ways, investments, properties.
Listen, we're all money hungry. No one's going to sit here and say, we're not here for money.
No, of course not. Like, we're not greedy with it, but we do want to meet our targets and meet our goals in life. And that takes a lot of money.
And if it involves you punching up another shop owner, then it involves you punching up another
It
shop
is what
owner.
it
You
is,
know
my bro.
like,
It is what it is. You might have to train me, bro.
You sponsored Wicked and Bad, so...
Yeah, trust me.
know.
No, Sunday smoking might have to go on, bro. But let's see what happens. Man.
And on that bombshell, thank you for tuning into the BlueTick show. No, honestly, genuinely, it was a pleasure having you on the show.
Bro, obviously it's a pleasure being. Do you know what? I can't lie.
Go on.
When you set up this podcast, I was thinking, where's my invite, bro? Yeah, don't
Do you know
worry.
what it was? When I
Then I thought, oh yeah, I ain't got the blue tick and all that.
No, don't be silly. I've verified you. Don't worry
Come
about
on,
it. Do you know what
bro.
it was? Before you when your Instagram was up, you did have a blue tick, but obviously I took it down.
Can't,
your Insta, so
people must have missed it quickly. Yeah,
you must have missed it, people. But no, on a serious note, it was a pleasure having you on.
Thank you,
for
bro.
coming on.
Thank you very
And
much,
All I
man.
can say is I look forward to seeing what you've got in store next.
bro,
for us.
and you as well, man, because I know you're not stopping here. You're younger than me. You've done really well. I'm proud of you, man. I'm really
you so
proud of you,
much.
bro.
Guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you pop down here and come see us.